Hey guys, welcome to the Bigfoot Barbecue Leftover Show. Tonight we're gonna use that leftover chuck steak that Jay made on the last show. It was really good. You gotta check out that episode. I think I'm gonna make some barbecued sandwiches out of the leftovers. We have quite a bit of the steak left over. Yum. Got quite a bit of that left over. So I'm gonna chop that up and get it into a pan, and let me show you what we're going to do with it. Alright guys, I've got a large saucepan here, and I've cut that meat up into nice size, bite-sized chunks. You could also thinly slice it, but with the beef, I prefer the bite-sized chunks. I used the broth that was in the bottom of the plate from the steak, added a little bit of water, put that into the bottom of the pan. And now I'm just going to let this steak warm up, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, this is nice and warmed. It's not really cooking more, but it's gotten warm. So I'm going to go ahead and add some barbecue sauce to this. And you can use whatever kind of barbecue sauce you prefer. I'm not going to use the whole jar or bottle, but I do want a nice coating of it. Go ahead and add just a little bit more. And to that I'm going to add just a couple of shakes of the red pepper flakes. Don't want to get too much, but just enough to give it just a little bit of kick. Stir that up. Now I'm going to turn this down to low and let that cook on there for about 20 minutes. So it's nice and glazed. And on top of this, we're going to do like an Asian coleslaw. And I'll show you how to do that also when that time comes. Alright, let's mix up this slaw. I have some very thinly sliced coleslaw or cabbage. Some green and some purple. This was about 1/4 of a head of each. Just a small amount. Some thinly sliced onions. These are sweet onions. I add those in. And then some grated carrots. And that was just 1 carrot. And that was 1/2 of a small onion. Mix these up a little bit. Like I said, we're doing the Asian slaw, and it has a little bit of a different. It has a little bit of a different style to it. To this, I'm going to add some Asian toasted sesame dressing. It's just the Kraft dressing. And I'd say 2 large tablespoons. Mix that up, see if that's enough. You want enough of that to coat this nicely. Alright, and to that, I'm going to add some soy sauce. Didn't have a bottle, but I did find a packet. I'm going to use. Let's start with a tablespoon. Like I said, this is just a very small batch. We're just going to be putting this on top of the sandwich. And that's it. Now we're going to let that sit and absorb all the flavors. Alright, I've had this cooking for about 20 minutes in the sauce with the lid on it. And that sauce is cooked on there really nice. I'm going to go ahead and leave the lid off for probably 5 more minutes and just let that sauce cook down a little bit. And then we'll get that plated up.
Sat there for like 30 to 40 minutes because I take photos and then obviously nuts. Free refill consumption. Where does that happen? Well,
Alright, let's put this sandwich up. I toasted this. You want to make sure you toast it, and that way it doesn't get all soggy. On that, I'm going to add a little bit of mustard. And that little bit of counteraction to the sweetness of the barbecue sauce. And then just a nice hefty portion on there. Oh, it's hot. And then on top of that, I'm going to add just a little bit of the slaw. And let's have a bite. Alright, gonna take a bite of this barbecued beef sandwich. It's really good. The red pepper flakes added just enough spice. It's not overwhelming. It's just a touch of it. And the coleslaw kind of counteracts that. It's a perfect barbecue beef sandwich. So be sure and check out the video on how he cooked this steak. It was really delicious. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night.